R.A.P podcast.
You know?
Can we be honest? Like, you're not going to cancel human nature. And cancel culture is the new racism. It's 24 hours, 7-day-a-week access to the human collective, and you're just picking out something that you don't like at the time. It's like Vegas, bro. It's on nonstop, and as soon as you take a position on something, have you ever had somebody like an old teacher that you didn't like was like, 7 + 3 is 10. You're like, fuck you, bitch, it's green. Like, you may not have caught that it was 10 because your math skills are horrible. But sometimes I just don't like hearing somebody tell me what it is I should think. Even if it's right, I'm like, just suck a fat one.
I don't know, but you might get this, but like, just the fact that we're having so much energy put into the context of a comedian's words, like energetically across the country, is such a fucking privilege. It's such a lucky, elite way of thinking about the world when the rest of the world is fighting for way different shit. Physically in agony from not eating, from no food, from bad government. Like, the fact that we can sit here and even just discuss the context of a word from a guy on a show is like...
But words do matter, though. Words do matter. They do. Like, I'm
saying they do matter, but like, it's like, this is the most privileged shit in the world. I come from Mexico. And in Mexico, their problems are like, we have to pay the cartel to sell candy on the beach, bro. It is like some real shit's going on in the world. And that's something I've been thinking about a lot, is like, are these things serious? And they are. Can things be better? They can. But look around. Things are pretty fucking good. Relatively good. And the fact that we even have this conversation, I'm like, nowhere in the world, baby.
I was on a double date not too long ago.
You had 2 dates in one time?
I'm just a pimp like that. But I'd like to introduce you to her.
This is chocolate.
Now we're together. But the other guy that was with his old lady, he was Russian, right? And we're sitting there, we're just chopping it up, man, having all the things you're not supposed to talk about. And he was like, yeah, man, blah blah blah. He had been in the country for a number of years, and he was like, man, fuck America. And my immediate thought, I didn't correct him, I didn't get tight. My immediate thought was, you lucky son of a... That's exactly why you're here.
You can
go back to Russia. You can't even go back to Russia and say, fuck my own country. You're dead. You came to America voluntarily, by the way. To a country where you can say, fuck this country. And that's what people fought and died for.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Is like,
it's the worst system, in my opinion.
This is so good that you got fucking hot water at your crib. You got food you can go get for almost nothing. There's no tanks on the corner. You understand? Like, anywhere in the country, you got a Subway, a McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many comforts.
It's the hope that it's the belief you can do better.
And it's the belief. Can we do better? Yeah, but look where we came from. I've fucking been here forever. Look at what they've gone from. And then at the same time, like, he said a thing, but at the end of the day, we've given this so much attention and energy. The fucking planet is literally melting, bro. And like, we out here.
You got to give it up to any country that could put Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in a movie.
Hell yeah.
And make sequels, and they're all bust.
And they're bangers.
They're all busting, bro.
Best movies.
They were great movies. Could that movie be made today? Probably not.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I mean, they had some some moments in there, but people get chosen and picked to be whatever it is going to be canceled, man. It's just.
But does anything actually get canceled? Like, okay, can you take someone's show away? Sure, but like, if you have your own platform, excuse me,
Ja Rule gets canceled. You know what I mean? But like,
I think he's just not
stuff.
popping. I'm never be like, yo, Ja Rule's in town.
Eminem is canceled. Ja Rule, and then 50
might have been able to come back until Dave Chappelle. Like, 50 Cent got him pretty bad.
He did.
But then when he was about to stand on his own 2 feet, Dave Chappelle was like, "Where is Ja?"
Classic.
And then he killed him. And then he got stuck in that fire thing, and now nobody trusts Ja. No one trusts Ja.
Yo, man. How long? So the Super Bowl's coming up this week.
Tomorrow.
As a matter of fact, tomorrow. How long are we gonna have professional contact sports, man? How long is football gonna last?
Football's gonna get
in
cleaner.
This tender-headed world.
Tender. I think it's gonna get cleaner. Football is just exciting and fun. I think that sport's always gonna stick around. In terms of the other sports, I mean, I prefer hand-checking and basketball, but they're all just gonna be super all offensive. Everything's about scoring points.
Do you think there's a moment in time where the Super Bowl is competing with the number 1 and number 2 Madden players?
Gamers. I think it's getting there. Oh yeah.
I think it's more actually. Then the finals of like Final Fantasy World Championship is like 60 million.
Also, in a worldwide point of view, football is not even watched as much as soccer.
No, not even.
Like, so it's. I could definitely see EA Sports being.
I like how the whole world does know about the Super Bowl and to a certain degree watches it.
Oh yeah.
Like, you always see the Super Bowl somewhere. No matter where I've been in the world, when the Super Bowl's been on, they've been playing it at the bars, even though you're in like Colombia or like.
Are you guys
whatever.
big into sports? Like, do you love watching sports? Are you guys big into like? Did you see the
I
Bulls
used
game?
to be really big
Yeah,
into
back
sports.
in the
Now
day.
I'm into sports highlights.
Thank you.
Now it's just on my phone.
I do
like,
the
I'm
10
not,
minute.
Like,
I do the
who
10-minute
has
thing.
3
How about the
hours to
UFC,
watch
though?
a game?
I love the UFC.
I can't get enough of the UFC.
That's what's
I'm a
different.
huge fan of the UFC.
Somebody
man.
said, I don't know if it was on a. I heard it from someone. I think when somebody told me where it's like if you're watching, let's say, a soccer game, but then a fight breaks out. You're gonna watch. I forgot who said this.
I forgot. I know
and
what
I
you're
was like,
talking about.
that's so true because it's like if a fight breaks out, you're gonna leave the soccer game and watch the fight, and then once the fight is over, all right, I'll watch. Even if it's happening at the same, you know what I mean? That's how I love.
In my eyes, like the UFC is now this is a stretch, but it's the closest comparison to like comedy. You know what I mean? Like a sports team playing foot hockey, soccer or whatever you want to call it, or regular football or basketball or whatever. That's like an ensemble. That's like a what's that thing called? Improv.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You have to share the audience, share the laugh, share the what. But when it's UFC, it's you in there imposing your will. And there's no backup. There's nothing else. And if you bomb, it's lights out. You know
someone
what I mean?
in that ring is the audience, other person is the comedian.
The audience is the audience.
I would much
And
rather be
your
a comedian.
opponent is your ability to tell your ability to tell your jokes and get it out there.
Okay.
But it's you by yourself.
It's
And-
something fun about that. That
Yeah.
just being like on stage when you just it's all you. Like when I fuck up on at a T5 show, even though I have 5 friends with me, we're not performing at the same time.
Right.
It's just you, and I so because then you can't blame anyone. You can't even really blame. You could say, "Oh, the audience."
I
fuck
always
them.
blame the audience.
You know?
I always blame the audience.
Who's one of your favorite fighters? Any number of your favorite fighters?
I mean, I really love Khabib, but that's because I'm Muslim. You know, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he's a monster. He's
he
an
beat
animal.
down McGregor, like, you know, whatever. Like, it's like a big
Yeah.
deal. But I did love McGregor too. I think he's super entertaining. Like, I'll always watch a McGregor fight. You could hate him, love him. I'll always watch a McGregor fight. Israel's fighting tonight. Israel Adesanya. He's fighting.
He's fighting that New Zealander again.
Whitaker.
Right. Whitaker. Yeah.
It's gonna be a good fight.
When it comes to manifesting destiny, I don't think anybody's done it better than Conor McGregor.
oh,
That's the only reason I fuck with him. Because I liked him calling out his fucking KOs and shit while he was coming up. And I was like, this motherfucker the truth.
Yeah.
And then he came out and he came big. And, you know, he wrote his shit out and then did the Mayweather thing. And then he's like, oh, fought and done.
Like, you ever wanted
Yeah.
something so bad that the universe just makes it happen for you?
Yeah.
Like, you just expected it to happen. Like, if you're playing basketball and you throw a shot up and
You know it's going.
it's
You
going
know
the
it's
moment
going.
it left your hands.
Yeah.
Or if you're about to have a set and you know you're about to crush
Yeah,
it. because
you can
got to
feel it.
hurry up and go do something else. You're like, let me go ahead and knock this out. Like, remember the first Matrix when he came back as the one after he got shot
Yeah.
and he like flexed and
He
the whole
moved different.
world flexed around him and
yeah,
whatnot?
he moved different. Yeah,
That's how, like, Conor McGregor, he's skilled for sure. He's got a low
He got in
gas
everybody's
tank,
head.
but like
he overpowered them mentally.
Yeah,
a lot.
man, he won the
dominating.
fight well before they ever stepped foot into the ring.
Yo, do you guys follow Hezbollah?
Hezbollah's ridiculous. I will kill everybody.
That
That little dude, Hezbollah is my favorite.
Ridiculous.
Have you
bro.
seen? Did you see him trying to fight
That was
the
a hell of
other?
a punch too.
You see him trying to fight the other little dude at the
what's his
UFC
name?
fight? Like was like
forgot
2
his
3 weeks
name.
ago. Anyway, there's 2 of them. And they hate
Yeah.
each other, and they got in a fight the ringside. It was hilarious.
For a second, I thought you were talking about that dude, Islam, whatever.
No, I'm talking about the little tiny
the little dude.
Hezbollah.
Hezbollah. Yeah.
He's my guy, bro.
That would be funny if they really got that going as a
Yeah.
UFC
They got
fight.
him in there.
If they got it as a UFC fight,
guy.
they would
It would sell out.
quickly.
Like celebrity fights and whatnot, that is the wave now. I don't even know who there's 3 boxers that you really care
Yeah,
about.
this is how this is now like this is what we want. This is the crowd, the audience is now picking who we want to fight.
That's why it's interesting when you see a Jake Paul or a Logan Paul come in the ring, and you're like, and then they're waiting.
Bro, if we had this power 15, 20 years or whatever, we would have seen the proper Pacquiao Mayweather fight. We would have seen it, but instead that shit took years. But if it was just us and be like, hey, we'll all give you
Yeah.
50 mil a piece or 70 mil a piece. Just do it.
Yeah.
We would have seen that fight when we should have, and I think Pacquiao would have.
They definitely
Done
dropped
good.
the ball in boxing.
Yeah,
That
boxing
used to
is you
be,
can't
like,
trust
for real
boxing.
American
You can't trust
money.
boxing.
When
Yeah,
it's
you
too
can't
corporate
trust, yeah,
and
you
like
can't
will
trust
Floyd
boxing.
and what's it called fight, then they're gonna lose. Then like lose this much money. I think like they both were
Yeah.
scared to because like when you lose once in boxing, it's pretty over.
I like watching the girls fight.
Nice.
For some reason, I do. I just like
They're
seeing.
actually throwing down.
Yo, they fucking go.
They go up,
damn.
Bro.
Nunez,
Who's
Nunez,
the
she
girl
just
that was
lost?
Nunez was good.
She fought. Who did she fight? What's her name?
I
don't
like that
remember
Rose
Shorty's
girl.
name.
Is she still
Rose
around?
Namajunas?
Yeah, she had like the
Rose is
the
dope. Rose?
ball
She
fade.
Rose is-
Rose, she was
a
dope.
killer.
She's dope.
Oh,
But that
she's a
girl that
beast.
beat Nunez, I forgot her name, but she's from Chicago apparently. She's Chicago.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I was like, what? She pushed.
She
Yeah.
was throwing the hand. She was boxing Nunez face
Yeah.
off, bro.
That was.
I
dope.
love that. See, the dudes, it's scary because I'm a dude, so I don't want to like imagine what would I do in that scenario.
yeah.
I'm always like,
I'll
"Ugh."
tell you, I would lose.
But when
I
it's
would-
two girls,
No,
I'm
it's-
so like just
Yeah.
watching two athletes go at it.
and they're
you know.
and they're fit and they got
Yeah.
technique and they're killing it. Like they're dope. No, that's dope.
Real Rap Podcast.